All right.
Yeah, and just tell her, consider the moon, my love, and how we are like the moon. Our light reflects down and affects the waves.
Hey, welcome back to the Open Water Podcast, where the water is open. I'm glad you're here.
Cheers.
Cheers. This is a Red Bull, just for the record. Just want to make sure. Please sponsor us.
So how about them Seahawks?
And they did it again.
Yep.
I don't know when's the last time they won, but they did it.
Dude, my Seahawks. So glad to be a winner. It's finally happened. It's been a long time for us.
I think it's really funny. I didn't realize our church was full of Seahawk fans. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, man.
People who I swear I've seen wearing Dolphins attire showed up wearing Seahawk, attire.
It's kind of a 1-for-1, coast to coast kind of thing.
Yeah.
So they're connected. We're connected by water.
Yeah.
And,
My kids were just saying, "Go Birds!" I was like, "That's the Eagles," and they're like, "Yeah, I guess you're right." So, Seahawks are birds. They are correct.
Congratulations.
Yeah, big deal.
To Seahawks fans out there.
Yeah,
congratulations.
You did it.
You earned it.
Your team. You are the team. So,
and Sam Darnold, friend of the podcast.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, you have a good week?
Oh yeah.
Good. Good.
Yeah, man. I love Super Bowl week because it's just like it's the food really.
Yeah, it's all about the dips.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. Buffalo chicken dip, queso dip.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? What's the generic? Is it French dip that you do with veggies? Like there's a generic.
Yeah, ranch dip.
Yeah, dude. I feel like that French dip that just comes in a white bucket from a store. I think there's just something about it.
Yep.
Just takes you back.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's jump into our first segment. Top five. Woo! Top five.
Dust it off.
This is.
So this coming weekend
Yeah.
is Valentine's weekend. For those who didn't know,
Yes.
get on it.
Friday, right?
Yep. When is Valentine's Day?
It's the 14th, which
Saturday?
I believe it is Saturday.
Okay. Yep. There you go. So get on it in honor of the upcoming Valentine's Day.
Do you have any Valentine's Day traditions?
Traditions?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Let's get in the top 5.
Oh, I was being serious. My mom always made meatloaf growing up, which was like cruel punishment.
We do have a Valentine's Day Mount Rushmore segment. At
Oh,
the
perfect.
end.
I'll just say it for that.
Okay,
thing.
cool.
All
right.
I apologize.
So we'll do romance movies.
Mm-hmm.
See if you can guess the top 5 highest grossing combined romance movies.
I don't know what that means.
So it means romance is an anchoring theme in these movies. However, it'll be mixed and combined with other themes such as fantasy, sci-fi, or animation. We'll see what we find. Number 5, highest grossing combined romance of all time. Shrek
2.
That's number 4. Very good.
Let's go!
928 million. That's number 4. Can you guess?
That soundtrack, not 2. The first one though. What's a problem, baby? Is that
How
2?
could you not be in
It is
romantic?
2. That is 2. All right, I apologize,
Yeah.
dude. Anything with
So good.
Smash Mouth, and they're like, you know what we need? We need Counting Crows. You're like, what?
Do you have any other guesses off the bat? Otherwise, we'll just go 5
Titanic.
5-1. That's number 1. Number 1 is Titanic.
I did suspect that one.
2.2 billion worldwide. Very good.
This is tricky because romance is kind of an undertone. Oh, that's Armando's gonna be some. He would be an excellent charades partner. He's gonna say The Notebook. I will also say The Notebook.
Close. That's off the top 5, but
it,
that is in the top 10.
I'm also is Shrek 1 considered?
It is not. Shrek 1 is not in there.
Shrek 2 definitely was like the love story.
Correct.
Probably his love stories in like every movie. You know what I'm saying? Like every.
True. I'll give you this. The remaining 3, 2, 3, and 5 are Disney, I believe. 2 of the 3 are animated.
Tangled.
No.
I'm sorry. You said they're Disney.
I believe so.
Are they live action or animated?
One of them is, 2 are animated.
2 are animated. 1 is live action.
I've got hints if you need.
Give me a second. Let me
Okay.
think for a second.
1994, 2019, and 2017.
1994.
That can't be right. Those years are wrong.
Okay, great. That's not helpful. Is Lion King considered? I want to say Lion King.
No romance. in
3
Lion King.
3 Disney movies, 2 animated.
Correct.
Little Mermaid.
No.
Cinderella.
No.
Snow White.
Mm-mm.
Holy smokes.
See if you can catch this. A homeless teenager commits multiple felonies so he can kidnap a princess on a piece of flying upholstery and lie to her
Aladdin.
about. Yep, that's right.
Aladdin. Really?
Number 3.
That's
Aladdin.
Frozen.
No.
That is shocking.
There's one greater than Frozen.
Frozen 2.
A young woman sacrifices her freedom to live in a haunted house where the cutlery sings to her.
Beauty and the Beast.
That's Beauty and the Beast. Number 2, 1.27 billion worldwide.
Man,
And then we just have number 5.
this is not a Disney, correct?
I think it is Disney. I'm not quite sure though. I believe it
It's
is.
live action though.
Yes, correct. Live action. 1994.
1994. It's live action Disney. The Little Toaster.
He's the only man in history who accidentally completed every historical side quest of the 20th century.
Forrest Gump.
Correct.
That is not Disney.
Forrest
I don't
Gump.
think that was a
Number 5. It's not
Jeez.
Disney?
No.
It should be.
No, it shouldn't. It absolutely should not.
Number 5, Forrest Gump.
Wow.
Very nice. Yep.
Wow.
Titanic, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Shrek 2, and Forrest.
I think it's interesting because the way films work is like Beauty and the Beast. I don't think is incredible storytelling, to be honest. Like I think, again, is it a story that has stood the test of time? Of course, but like when you think of, I think Frozen is
That's more love.
It's a fantastic story, and it's great. And so, but it's interesting because like
But there's no love in that
there's,
story.
but I just think I'm
anti-love.
curious to know like the difference between like money brought into like streaming. You know what I'm saying? Like the world has just changed since then. Like movie theaters are empty. So like it's a very different world. Like I didn't go see Zootopia 2 in theaters, but I purchased it on streaming when it dropped out.
You're
Like, I
right. Maybe
don't-
no longer we can do highest grossing lists. It just
Yeah.
doesn't hold up anymore.
Interesting.
It streams
What's
now.
your favorite combined romance film of all time?
Ooh. Atlantis.
Really, the Disney one?
Mm-hmm.
That surprises me.
Is it Disney?
It is Disney. Yeah. Which is interesting because Hidden Treasure Planet
That's a
came
good
out
one,
around
too.
the same time, and I feel like Atlantis got all the attention and Treasure Planet didn't.
That's also a very good
but
film.
that one's shockingly good.
Mm-hmm. Yours?
I would say The Princess Bride.
Ooh, classic.
Classic.
Mm-hmm.
Is The Sound of Music? Sound of Music is, I would consider that one romance adjacent.
Sure.
Yeah, that one's good.
Mhm.
All right, great segment.
Yeah,
What's your
awesome.
favorite romance movie? You've Got Mail? I don't know.
Oh,
Tell me.
When Harry Met Sally?
All right, segment number dos. Finish the phrase.
Finish the phrase. I'll roll out to you at the beginning of a sentence. You just finish it.
Probably that.
Let's have some fun.
Let's have some fun, shall we?
All right. When I was 5 years old, when you were 5 years old, you were convinced that you'd grow up to be a.
A fighter jet pilot.
Oh,
Yeah.
still possible.
My uncle was in the Air Force, and he did like special projects, and he's actually a photographer in the Air Force.
Oh, cool.
Very cool. And so he worked out of Area 51 for a while, which doesn't
Sweet.
exist, and he couldn't tell me anything about it. But
Cool.
I was like, that's the coolest job ever. But then I realized I had to get glasses.
You had you had bad eyesight.
terrible eyesight.
Yeah,
So no dice.
it's still possible. Next, the first concert I ever attended was.
Do you want like a real concert or like?
I don't know.
Technically-
yeah, no like church pageants or anything like.
So like my
doesn't count.
dad worked for Amway for a while,
Mhm.
and they brought in a special guest, the Goads. Is that
The
name?
Goads.
The Goads. It was like a family. It was a singing group, but I don't think that counts.
Okay, yeah.
I saw Stephen Curtis Chapman do an acoustic set at Barnes and Noble,
Okay.
which was weird.
I'm still not feeling concert yet.
Switchfoot then.
Okay.
Switchfoot was like my first concert. Yeah.
Nice. All right. What album were they touring then?
It was The Beautiful Letdown. It
Wow.
just came out. So
Heck yeah.
yeah, it was great.
Great answer.
Yeah.
If I were an action figure, I would come with 2 accessories:
Oh,
blank and blank.
I would come with, I think wings is a cool action figure accessory.
Wings?
Like the ones like that like pop out,
Oh.
and then
Yeah.
Wolverine claws.
Okay.
I think those were like, I think of all the action figure accessories, I had a Wolverine toy that had like a little pin that like you like popped out his claws and was like,
Yeah. Spring loaded.
yeah, it was the coolest
Heck
action
yeah.
figure. Yeah.
Shoot. You do good things with the claws.
Imagine wings and claws. Wolverine could fly, dude.
That'd be scary.
He's all the X-Men.
We should pitch that.
We
actually.
should. Marvel, if you're listening.
My secret talent that nobody knows about is.
I don't have one.
Oh yeah, you do.
Do you know mine?
Yeah, you're like a actually properly good inline skater.
Not anymore. I blew up my ankle. That's why I stopped doing it.
Well, you used to have that. Fine. Any talent you used to have?
The time I used to have.
Sorry, I read it wrong.
I used to be very courageous when it came to anything outside.
Did you dabble in
sports.
magic? Do you have magic tricks?
No, I did not dabble in magic.
No, you seem like you have a card trick or two.
Definitely not.
Okay.
No, I feel like you have to either have a sense of humor or do magic. You can't have both. Funny magicians are like the worst of all
True.
evils. Yeah,
You're right.
so yeah,
You're right.
The humor route, I guess.
Ormond would be a better place if
There was a restaurant on the beach that was just normal.
I have good news for you.
It's not the beach bucket is not normal. No. I just you know what, that's not true. I want a coffee shop on the beach. Like just
Yeah.
like almost one
On the
that you
water.
can, like just like a tunnel,
That's a great idea.
Like just walk out on the beach just like and have some chairs. I think that'd be really nice.
Sit at the ocean
Yeah.
and drink coffee. It's
Yeah.
a great idea.
Yeah.
Someone pitch that.
Yeah.
Last one. If you had to shoot with a shotgun one of your kitchen appliances, it would be.
Dude, we have this thing. You know what it is. It's my wife has an air fryer. It's not an air. I don't know what it is. It's like a multi-use oven. It like toasts, it fries, it does everything. But it's huge and it's gross and I don't like it. And I've tried to get rid of it on multiple occasions. I brought it here once to use for a thing.
This is
when I
great.
did the pizza. And I thought it was like this was the out of our house. It's like I'll bring it to the church and then I'll move it to the dumpster. And she was like, "Where's my thing?" And now it's back. But
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
It would also be fun to just shoot because it's a big metal box.
Yeah.
Just, boom.
I was trying to point toward your spook in the night from the other week.
Yeah.
That's a great answer as well.
So I woke up in the middle of the night because my freezer was making noise, and I
Grabbed your gun,
grabbed my
almost shot
shotgun,
your
did a
fridge.
lap. I thought it was someone slamming on the door. It was the freezer. Turns out our ice machine is broken.
Makes knocking noises.
Yeah, it does. It's actually it did happen the other day in the middle of the day, and it is very loud and very scary. So, whatever.
Nice. All right. Let's finish the phrase.
Finish the phrase.
Lighthearted,
Love
fun.
it.
Wow.
Great.
What more
All
could
right.
you want on a podcast?
Let's talk about Sunday. So today is Tuesday, which we never film on Tuesday, but yesterday was just one of those days that was just not coming together. And
Nope, too much to do.
but today we're talking about Sunday, John 12, 1 through 11. Took a different approach, kind of three big ideas versus one, which I think serve the text ultimately. And
Yeah.
it's different. A lot of notes this week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's walk through them real quick. Maybe I'll
Sure.
lob you some questions
Yeah.
through each one. So the first of the three main points was the worthiness.
Jesus, yeah.
The worthiness of Jesus. He said he's worthy because of who he is, which is reflected in what he's done, and it points to what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Bam, bam, bam.
Yep.
And I see this act of Mary. And I really liked how you described like the cultural significance
Yeah.
of what she was doing.
Yeah.
Like this perfume wouldn't usually go on the feet. First of all, second of all, this is a very expensive perfume just to be thrown around.
Yeah.
And like for a woman to be doing this during mealtime was significant, and that she
Her
would
hair.
unbind her hair.
Her glory.
Public, yeah, referred to as her glory, which I think is very important.
Yeah.
And this act of like her laying down her glory, as you said, which I thought that's a great phrase.
Yeah.
Like, so I think that we can extrapolate that
Sure.
and ask our church that question. So like, what do you think? Like, what do we need to be better at unbinding as a church for each other?
Yeah.
What do we need to be laying down for the sake of worship?
I said at men's group this morning that I think everyone has to assess in their own hearts, like what is on the throne of their life, and like be honest about it. And because there's always something. I remember it was like my third or fourth sermon I ever gave here was I pulled a chair up on stage and I was like, what is sitting? There's not three things in this chair. There's one, and it's either it's you, it's your fear, it's your whatever, and kind of fill in the blank. And I think in order for us to unbind, we have to assess what's actually leading us and that we're giving the loudest voice and influence to and paying the most attention to. And I think I talked about a couple weeks on here, but it's like this requires tremendous grace with other people because it's scary to be vulnerable and honest. And I think that's what is so special about Mary. And I think if I could have spent more time on something, it would have been the vulnerability of Mary in this moment of like, regardless of social repercussions, regardless of like the outcome or who's going to react, it was like, I'm going to put myself in a position where the glory and worthiness of Jesus takes precedent over anything else. And I'm going to like make sure that like I can worship with all that I am and all that I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which seems to be a good pretense for what the second section was, which was the fragrance of devotion.
Yeah.
where like you talked about the aromas of our interactions with other people. Are they filled with goodness,
Yeah.
badness, or staleness?
Mhm.
I like that phrasing a lot. But
Yeah.
like it says in the text, when Mary did this,
Yeah.
the house was filled with good fragrance,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
such a good phrase. So
Yeah.
like, how can we be better at like considering the other
Mm-hmm.
when we interact? You already kind of answered it, but like, how do we be better at filling rooms with good fragrance by our interactions?
Yeah. I think the answer is to exemplify the fruits of the spirit, and again I think we're so quick to hold the line versus like respond with empathy and understanding and listening. And I think there is a balance of both
Mm-hmm.
I remember I saw a pastor once use this illustration of like kind of like he had a weapon and he's like, I use my convictions like this, and then he's like, what if we could like use a blanket and like cover people
Mm.
with the grace of Jesus and like understanding while also remain true to the convictions and still speaking truth. But I think sometimes we're like, well, I got to make sure they understand where I'm coming from, and you're like, when does that work? When you're just like, like now
That's
do you?
not what Mary exemplified here either.
Yeah.
Like, let's
Yeah.
make sure the room knows what I'm about to
Yeah.
do before I do this. Make sure.
Yeah, Mary modeled it in her own life
Mhm.
first, and I think that's a powerful thing. And she just did it, and I think grace goes a really long way. And I don't mean grace in the way of like rollover or like
Mhm.
I mean grace of like being with people as they like work through their stuff and understand, and that's something I'm consciously working on and growing in now.
Mhm.
So yeah.
And then the third, the response of the room,
Mm-hmm.
section 3, where we talked at length about the critical spirit of
Yeah.
Judas and being wary of the critical spirit that can often inhabit our hearts.
Mhm.
So you say it starts in the heart,
Mhm.
inevitably moves to the mouth, and it inevitably affects the room.
Yeah.
So it's a broad brush, but like, what would you consider as like a good antidote to the critical spirit in Ormond Beach?
It's a really broad question.
Because I think we've even remarked, even as something silly as like traffic around here, there's just there's a weird lack of courtesy on the roads.
Yeah.
Around, like even stuff like that.
I don't want this answer to seem dismissive to the
Mhm.
question, because I think it's a really good question. But I do think when we grow in gratitude, it combats the critical spirit. My wife is amazing at this, because I come home from work or whatever, and then like there's just toys on the floor like everywhere, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I don't want to step on a little person again. And she's like reminds me, it's like there's gonna be a day where like this that won't be around,
Mhm.
and like, and she's like, you see this as like a mess, and it's like with like this was hours of like their like imagination, and like, and it is this conscious shift of like, oh, it's a mess, to like, man, I'm thankful that like I have kids who are in the house who
Mhm.
are laughing and playing and having fun, and it is literally that it's simple of a switch. Is it's just like, hey, it's a reminder that like it's this, and you're like, you're right,
Mhm.
right, and I am grateful. And so I think when you think of Ormond Beach, it's like it's still so bizarre of like the amount of people who are like, I don't go to the beach, it's sandy, and you're like, man, we live in proximity to like the place that everyone who is not by the beach wants to be. You know, like it's like a
Mhm.
silly thing where it's like,
Hmm.
and it's, you know, there's a lot of traffic. It's like, yeah, but that means like the city is thriving. We could be in a town that is dying, and by
Mhm.
dying, it's like people are having to move away because there's nowhere to work or do anything. And like, it is a weird shift of just like going from, oh, it's this, to there's always a flip side of a coin. It's,
Yeah, I love that gratitude as an antidote to the critical spirit.
yeah.
And like, how do you achieve
Mm-hmm.
the the initial
Mm-hmm.
muscle of
Mhm.
gratitude?
Yeah.
It's to learn to assume generously
Yeah.
and
100%.
flip something to the positive.
Yeah.
The half full, the
Yeah.
optimism.
And I think too, it a lot of it, the definition that I had for, it wasn't my definition, but I've heard it before, where it's critique without courage is the sarcasm. And I think that is just there's such sarcasm is one of those
Mhm.
things where I think people are like, it's fine. It's like, but to a degree, you have to assess your heart of what's the motive, what's the intention, what's the why
Mhm.
behind the act.
Yeah.
And I think there's just a lot of people don't want to rock the boat, don't want to offend, but they also like want to say something.
Yeah. I've even heard it said too, another phrase like that I really like is sarcasm is the lazy man's
Yep.
grief.
Oh,
And
I love that. Yeah.
in a way, or like when we don't want to, I don't know, let our feelings out
Yeah.
or be
Yeah.
honest with
Or just
our own
sarcastic.
truth. Yeah, we cover it.
Mhm.
Sarcasm.
Yeah. And the other quote I heard was sarcasm is the laziest form of comedy because you're just exploiting something that already
That's really
everyone
good.
knows.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting when you're like, this couch is so big. Like, everyone knows. Like, you don't
Right.
have to like whatever.
Hmm.
But I think it was interesting after the service. Out of all those things, there was a resounding theme of like the sarcasm thing, because the critical spirit does disguise itself in a lot of different things,
Mm-hmm.
and we have to be cautious of, is this actually a deeper
Yeah.
thing in me and in people who I love?
And I
And
think it takes like active combat.
yeah,
'Cause I think
100%.
that left to our own devices
Mhm.
and not thinking about it, we will end
Yeah.
up with a critical
Yeah,
spirit.
there's that quote again. I don't know who said it, but I use it all the time. Is like we don't drift towards holiness. We don't like, or the natural inclination is just be like just to be like, wow, this is terrible,
Yep.
and that's not good. It's not good for the room. It's not good for you. It's just not a good thing. And so, moving towards gratitude, moving towards encouraging, and more and more, I think I'm learning just to be quiet.
Hmm.
Just I think there's too much noise. There's too much, and it's awkward because. My job requires me to talk.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing right now, but I think more and more I'm learning just to be quiet.
Yeah.
And maybe that's age. I don't know. Maybe it's just fatigue. I don't know.
One or the other.
Yeah.
So that the scene leads us to the next, which is the triumphal entry of Jesus into the city.
Yeah.
And I like to think too, like the perfumed feet of Jesus entering
Yeah.
to Jerusalem.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. It's interesting that I do think there is something there though, that it starts in like a home, this like intimate setting for the whole city. It's just kind of this, and it's hard to describe the special moments of like the intimate moments of Jesus before the like recognition on like a bigger scale. Like Jesus is so intentional with individuals over and over and over again, and it's like how does the world end up hearing the good news of Jesus? It was individual touch points and moments and revelations.
yeah, across dinner tables
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
yeah.
it's pretty cool. So that was Sunday. It was a great Sunday. I'm looking forward to continuing John 12. For some reason, it always feels great crossing the threshold of like another chapter. I really thought John was gonna be done in a year. And
Yeah.
we've just slowed down. I just think there's so much stuff that God has in this gospel and in his word in general. But like when we go back to Exodus, we were cruising through chapters at a time.
Yeah.
And now we're doing 9 verses tops, or whatever it is.
There's
And,
just so much here.
yeah. And I'm thankful that we stopped when we're done. Like we were just like, if it's 20 or 20 verses, it's 20. If it's 3, it's 3. And we're just going to honor God's word in that way.
Yep.
So,
Whatever the text is presenting.
yeah. A lady who's new to our church was like, what are you going to do after John? And I like laughed and I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, what book are you going to do after John? And I was like, we're talking like next spring.
Yeah.
Like I'm not quite there yet.
Right.
I have ideas. I have lots of like concepts, but I'm not that far yet.
Right.
So she's like, okay, awesome.
Yep.
So it was great.
Awesome.
All right. That wraps up Sunday.
Yeah, sounds good.
Dude, we got one more. One more.
Yeah, one more to hit us home. Another nod to the Valentine's Day week. Again, hope your home is filled with love this week. The spirit of Valentine.
Yep.
Saint Valentine? I don't really know
Me
the
neither.
history. But let's
Mount
do the Mount Rushmore of Valentine's date ideas. How about that?
All right, you want me to go first?
Yeah, you got one?
I'm going to say roller skating. If you're new to the podcast, Brennan's first date with his wife
It's
was
tough.
roller skating.
That is true.
And
I will say that it is tough to hold hands while roller
you
skating.
just got to do it better. Just like you both like move in sequence. Just yeah. Yeah. That's mine.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Maybe this is more just rolling you a draft to get your feedback on what could be a real idea. So you back the truck up onto the sandy beach, put a blanket in the cab, and you just stare at the moon.
What if you don't have a truck?
Oh, no, you can't do this then.
Okay. Well, Have all our viewers are gonna be in their minivan, just like staring at the
You're not going to be as in love as I am.
All right.
Yeah, and just tell her, consider the moon, my love, and how we are like the moon. Our light reflects down and affects the waves. Yours? I think that's so romantic.
I'm gonna say a memory scavenger hunt.
That's adorable.
Yeah,
That's adorable.
yeah. I think those are good.
Where? Down the house?
Down memory lane, wherever you want to go. It depends what you can do. Like, it's very different when you have kids and you're like,
True.
you can But yeah, we've done that before. It's great.
That's adorable.
Yeah. All right, your turn.
I'm just gonna, shoot for the moon. Big fancy dinner.
Oh, interesting.
I think that's the key. A key to a woman's heart is a good,
I love
tasty,
that.
fancy dinner.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Where would you go?
you should back your truck up
Oh my god.
near to the beach.
I gotta go. Thanks for watching. The show.
Yeah, you invite her in. You don't want to sit inside. You want to sit outside on the deck.
Yep, of course.
Because that's where the seagulls are at the beach bucket.
Yep.
And they'll sing love songs to you if you let them.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I was gonna do dinner as well, but I was gonna say like a quiet at home dinner, like you make a good dinner at home.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is. We've started doing this thing. I call them living room picnics. Which may not be your thing
Love
at
this
all.
idea. That sounds romantic.
My kids doing it too, so we'll
Adorable.
very rarely we'll do it, but we'll watch a movie together on the floor and we'll eat lunch or dinner and wherever. You can go do it wherever you want, but
Yeah.
we've done dinner, and after the kids have gone to sleep, we've done dinner in the back before,
Yeah.
which is cool. And so
Adorable.
I just think it's a different. I think nice dinners are very cool. I think there's a little bit of a cliche, which for me is just meh. It's gonna be slammed. Every restaurant is gonna be slammed on Saturday.
It's true. Yep.
And so
Kind of, more
every day's
days are fizzling
Valentine's
the
Day.
romance.
It's just you make the most of that day too. So
I would agree. Yep.
you're up.
Every so often I'll come home, Carla will come home. She'll be like, I need some romance, babe. And I'll go, no worries, have a seat. And then we'll just have 5 minutes of uninterrupted eye contact.
No, it's not
And
true.
then
That is not
that does it for us.
You're making a mockery of the game.
Absolutely not, dude. This is true romance. And I'll write the book. I'll teach you.
I don't need your lessons. So,
Have you ever stared into your partner's eyes uninterrupted
of course,
for 5 to 10 minutes?
I'm gonna go to mine. I'm gonna say, lastly, this is the worst Mount Rushmore problem. I'm gonna say,
man, this is
we
full
do.
of
This is
romance.
what we do. We do this game. It's actually really fun. We have a $5 budget for Valentine's Day gifts for each other, and because the goal is you try to see how great of a gift you can get for $5.
That's a really good
There's
idea.
no, you can go on eBay, you can do whatever you want. The rules are you have $5. You cannot exceed it. And that includes the card. So whatever.
Oh, wow.
It ends up being a really fun game because you're it forces you to be think which
Yeah.
I find really fun. And then I get my daughters. I get Anna a dozen roses, and then I give the girls 2 of the 12. And that's it. So that's it.
That's what I do actually too. I pick
Marshall a rose.
Well, I pick a bouquet
Yeah.
of plants that I can only find on my property.
I love that.
So it's
Local love.
correct. Yep.
All right. I'm done with this.
Can't even
All right.
name
Thanks
plants on my
for
property.
watching the Open Water Podcast. I hope you have a good week. Hope you have a good Valentine's Day.
Hope you fall in love all over again this weekend. Love is in the air.
Pray. All right. Heavenly Father, thank you for today, God. Thank you for who you are. Thank you for what you're doing. We are so thankful for Oasis Church, God. Pray for continued blessing over the people. God, we continue to ask for health. And we just thank you for the gospel, that it's changed us, it's brought us from death to life through the death and resurrection of Jesus, and you call us into new life, Jesus. And so I pray that we can walk in that. Let's be a light in our homes, in our workplaces, in our schools, wherever we are, God. Let people see Jesus working in us and through us. We commit all these things to you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Thanks, gang.
Some say love, it is a river
that drowns the